All right. Very good afternoon. Konnichiwa. Tachahao. Selamat datang. Selamat petang. We meet again in our class. Sorry, it's a bit last minute. And again, I would like to apologize for not being around for the past 3 weeks. It's the risk that we take by having a class on Thursday this semester. Okay. First, it was Christmas on a Thursday, and then there was the New Year on a Thursday, both public holidays. And then last Thursday, I was asked to go to Japan for a conference, and I only got back yesterday. Okay, so today we have our class in week 13. I know there's only 2 weeks left for the semester, but I think you guys are in good hands if you follow all the weekly tasks that I set out for you. Okay, all right, so let me share with you screen ke window screen. Okay. All right, so let me share with you what this final assignment is all about. By the way, your second assignment are all good. I didn't fail any student. I think all of you submitted your videos, but you will see that I have marked all of them, but I haven't put the grades yet. But if you see that you do not get an A, but your friend got an A, the only difference is that only 1 mark. Okay, just trust me, 1 mark is not that much, especially if you do very well in your third assignment. Okay, and don't worry so much about your first and second assignment if it's a different grade. When you think you should get an A, but you get an B, actually it's not that much of a difference in marks. Okay, so don't worry, just focus on your third assignment. Now, for the third assignment, actually, I prepared a video for you to watch. This is what I want you to watch last week. But it's okay, let's watch it together and I will fast forward on a lot of things. All right. Because I can't find my Canva file. Wait, if I can find it here, then see this one. No, it's not this one. If I can find it, then that's fine. If I can't, then should be videography 3, the interview. Actually. Okay, it's this one. Thank God, it's your lucky day. I found my slide. All right. So, okay, let's do a quick one with this slide. Okay, the final assignment is for you to conduct an interview. Right. The the word interview might be a bit intimidating, but I think I've shared with you two example videos in the group, and you can see how the interview was conducted. And not necessarily the interview, but the final video. You might see that the video itself is not that complicated. You just set up a phone facing the lecturer that you talk to, and also another phone perhaps from a different angle. Okay, that's it. Two cameras, two phones for the actual interview. Okay, like this one. Why I'm sharing you with this photo is that if you can see, actually I'm recording myself talking to the PC. And there is another phone. Actually, it's not this phone because this one is from my old phone. Also an Oppo, taken from this side. As you can see, my eyes is looking that way. My eyes is looking that way, direct in front of me, talking to the PC. And the other one is from this side, using my phone uh, to take the second shot of the video. Okay, why do I have to have two videos of the interview? Because if you only have one shot of the interview, it will be boring. Okay, it will be boring. So you need to have at least a few shots of the actual interview. You can interchange between them. All right, so it will become more interesting. And if you notice, what's that in my t-shirt there? That actually is this earphone. because this earphone can also act as a microphone. Okay, the microphone is somewhere there, right? Because I don't have a mic. So if you have an earphone that can also be a mic, you can use that. Okay, another alternative is for you to record the audio from another phone. Yeah, just you know that there's an audio recording in your phone. Yeah, so use that to record just the audio. Why? Because in any interview, good audio is a must. Okay, because visually your video can be bad, but that can be covered by other videos. Okay, I will share with you what I meant, which is what we call B rolls. There are A rolls and there are B rolls. Okay, and B rolls can be anything, and that can be used to cover your bad video. Okay, but audio, most of the time you cannot record again your interview, so make sure your audio, there's a backup for your audio lah. So your video is recording audio as well, right? Yes, but to be safe, use another phone, your friend's phone, and that's why in your team there are 3 people. So another phone is just to record the audio. You can put the phone for audio on the desk like that and just record the audio. Okay, so when editing, you have another source for audio that you can use for your video. All right, now what? Okay, now what? I've spoken before about the before, the during, and the after of your video. Okay, before taking the video is about you creating the storyboard. You creating the questions. That's why one of the tasks is for you to list down the question that you want to ask. I've given you some example of the question you need to ask, which is basically who they are, what they are doing. Secondly, why they are doing it. What kind of problem they are trying to solve. And finally, their hope for the research and their hope for the problem. Will they be able to solve it, or will they, just starting the process of finding the solution? Okay, you might ask, why are we talking about problem? Well, you see, research is about finding a solution to a problem. That's why you do research. Okay, you research, you propose new solution, then hopefully the problem gets solved. Okay, that's what and why academician like me and the rest of the lecturers in the UM do research, because we found that there's a problem for us to be solved. So we do it together, with our students, with our postgrad students, with our research team. We try to find a solution to a problem. All right, clear? Now, the before of an interview, I told you before just now, is about storyboarding, about how and where to set up the camera, for example, where to put, decide with the researcher where do you want to have the conversation in your seniors group. Some of them, yes, actually not some, most of them record their interview in the lecturer's room, because the environment is a bit quiet and not so much noise. But my room is a bit noisy because of the air conditioning. The AC is quite loud. If you were to record me in this room, there will be a background sound humming at the back, like that. So it's not nice. Okay. My tip is for you to find a quiet place, comfortable but quiet. You can go to a cafe, he and she cafe lah, wherever. But make sure it's quiet enough for the camera to record the audio. Okay, because if there's so much background noise, it will be irritating, disturbing, the viewer. All right, so that's the before. The during is about when you actually do the interview. Okay, you might think that, huh? So we come and talk, lor. That's it, lor. But remember, not a lot of people will be comfortable at the same time as you are, for example. So never talk to them while they are hungry, for example.
Sir, Saifullah. Sir?
Is it okay now?
Yes. Okay, sit down.
All right. If anything goes wrong, just let me know, okay? Just shout or something. Okay, what I've just said just now is that the before arranging the interview, make sure you have make an appointment when and where to meet them. And during the interview, make sure both are comfortable. Both have the questions and no surprises. Because most of the time people don't like surprises, especially when being recorded by someone else. So you need to help them be comfortable and also share with them your questions. That's why I ask you to list down your questions for the lecturer. Give that questions to them so that they can prepare. Okay. And while during recording, make sure the lighting is good enough. Eh? Otherwise, your video will look a bit dark and not nice to look at. So make sure there's good lighting, the environment is not noisy so that you can record the audio clearly. Okay. And after, okay, today I would like to share a bit about what happened after recording all that. And what I mean by after is about the editing. Okay, you might think that, okay, I record, this is the interview, I submit. Well, you see, yes, you are recording an interview, but it's not a finished product. Okay. In journalism, you have to deliver a product. It's not just a recording from your phone, record, and then you submit a video. Yes, it's a video, but it's not a final product of an interview. In a final product of an interview, there are some elements of graphic design, there are elements of background music, and there are some elements of what I call, or what other people call, the B rolls. Okay. Why I have a cheesecake photo here is because you see, a cheesecake is just this part. Okay. But for it to be a final New York cheesecake, you need to have this topping. Ah, so your editing, your final editing is like this. You will not get a final product unless there is an additional topping or additional thing that you do with your video. Okay. And this is where I want to share the ingredients and how to cook it. Okay. Before you cook it, you need to have all the ingredients first. Okay, and the ingredients is not just the video. There are something else too. And later, I will share a bit about how to cook it, which is how to edit it. What kind of things that I expect you to add to the final video. Okay, clear? If you're not clear, you can look at the recording of this lecture or another one in the Spectrum. I put the link to that video in Spectrum. You can watch the video. Okay. Now, this is the ingredients. You need to have all this. Okay. Firstly, you need to have the A roll. Now, what is A roll? A roll is the video of the actual recording. Yeah? The one that is facing your lecturer and also the one that, from the side of the lecturer. That is what we call the A rolls. Yeah? The main video, if you want, main video. But there is also B rolls. Okay, B rolls are additional video that you took surrounding the topic that is being interviewed. All right. So let's say it's a research about what engineering lab, you know. So the B rolls are about photos, no videos from the lab. Eh? Perhaps some parts moving, some parts testing that you see in the lab. I will show you the examples next. Okay. The other ingredient that I want you to have is the opening and ending scenes. Okay. You need to have this. Otherwise, people don't know what you're talking about.
So you let again. Huh?
Can you hear my voice? Can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you, thank you.
What happened just now? You suddenly stopped showing?
No, the start suddenly your screen is your jam, and we can I cannot hear you.
Okay. I will try to do as quick as I can. I think this
Okay.
is a problem with internet. So some sort of opening and ending scene. I will show you in the example. Some graphics. I also want you to do thumbnails for the YouTube video, and I want you to add some background music to the video. Okay. I think it's easier for me to show it in an example. So let me. Okay. I think that's all. Let me show you the video. This is the video. Sorry, this is the video of me talking. So you can look at that. So what I want is this. Okay, have a look at this video. Now tak usah. Let me make this bigger. Can you hear the music? Can you look at the video?
Can see
There's
the
another
video but
video.
don't hear the music.
Don't hear the music.
Can
Okay,
see the
never
video
mind lah.
but don't hear.
Okay, let's put aside the music. Let's see the video first. Okay, I just want to show you the features that I expected from the video. So this is a view from the left. You see, it's not about me talking, but it's what the left. This is also another shot of the left, but okay, but with the title of the video. This is what I call the opening scene. Okay, I want your videos to have some sort of this. It could be like a video of the lecturer coming into the room or something like that. Okay, can be anything, something else. I leave it to you. But only now it's about talking to the person. Okay, as you can see, this is the A roll of the video, because it's the main video of the interview. Okay, the person is here. If you notice, the face is actually, I arrange it specifically to follow the rule of third. The body is at this third, the eye is actually at this top third. Okay, so the face is actually right at the corner of the vertical third and the horizontal third, somewhere there. And I also arrange the table to be at the what do you call this, diagonal lines. That is intentional, and that is intentional. So for you to have good marks for your video, make sure you arrange your video in the rules that the composition rules that we have covered previously. Okay. Also, if you notice, there is a simple graphic here about the name, his name, and also his affiliation. Okay, that's the basic graphic design that I asked you to do. Okay, and that's why in your task before this, remember I asked you to use Canva to create text for your poem video, This is the reason. Okay, this is the reason. Okay, next you also have this one. Okay, wait, let me get. Okay, this graphic design is just a text, but it divides your video into segments. Because like I said, your video should have at least these three parts: who they are, and what they do, and why they do their research, and finally the hope for this research. So in an actual interview, you might ask lots of things, right? But for your final video, I only want you to cover those three things. Because if you only talk about those three things, your conversation might be a bit weird. All right. But for the final product, these are the three parts that's most important. Right. So you might talk longer than 5 minutes, obviously, but you need to cut it a bit. And these are the three things that I want you to cut. Okay, what is your research about? Why do you do this? And your hope for the research. And how do you want to divide all that? Because if you cut your A roll, it will look a bit weird. For me, I like to use this technique where I divide them into different segments by using this what do you call this cover, text cover with the question here. So what is your research about? So if you continue, the video is about him. Still him sitting there, but now there is what do you call this a subtitle. Okay, you might ask, is the subtitle compulsory or not? Okay, it's like this. Because in an actual interview, we might speak in a different language. Okay, it might not be English. Some lecturers prefer to speak in English, yes, but some of them don't. And also because we are all not native speakers of English, so our English might sound a bit different, okay, to native speakers. And also it's good for the AI to learn about what we're talking about. So although it's not compulsory, but I highly encourage you to do a subtitle like this. All right. And then he talked again about his research, blah blah blah. And this is an example of B-rolls. Okay, B-rolls. Shot from the lab, He's still talking at the back, but there are shots from the lab about the experiment. Okay, another shot from the lab about the final product. Okay, the camera movement follows all the movement that I shared with you. Okay, zoom in, zoom out, and so on. And this is the ending scene. I want you to create an ending scene and not just thank you for watching. I don't want that. Okay, don't put thank you. Don't thank me for watching your video. Okay, just tell me what is this video about. And that's why I put here as an example, a research video production for GBK0050. All right, Joseph. That's it. Eh? No need to say, thank you for watching. See you again. No, no need. Okay, because this is an assignment for an actual uh, interview video. Okay, in an actual interview, you don't put in, thank you for watching. No need. Okay, this will do nicely. This thing. Okay. So this is an example video where all the elements that I expected from you is included. Okay, make sure you watch that. If you want to watch it again, the link is in Spectrum, task number 8. Okay, this is the video with all the elements that I want. This is the video of me explaining, same like today, but from different semester. Okay, you can watch it again. There's another one which is a link of all the B roles. I call them assets. Some people might call it something else, but I call it the assets. Okay, I've included all of them here. I included all of them here in a playlist. There's a B-roll of biodiesel. There's a B-roll of bubbles. All is here. Okay. Some of the B-rolls I didn't use it. Okay, but I record it just for completeness purpose. Okay, there's a video of him working. There's another video of him walking from the corridor. Okay, these are all B-rolls. Okay, you might use it, you might not use it, up to you. There's a B-roll showing the name of the lab. There's a B-roll showing where the lab is, which is in the engineering tower. There's another B-roll of the lab's name and also a peek inside, looking at him, doing stuff. So these are all what we call B-rolls. Okay, B-rolls. So you need to have B-rolls. There's another A-roll, which is what we call bloopers or behind the scene, which I didn't use. Uh, you can also do this, but I prefer static camera, like this one. Like this one, sorry, like this one. This is the A-roll. A static camera in front of him, arranged in the what do you call this? Rule of thirds, As you notice that this is not the final version. The final version, I arranged him to be a bit to the right so that he is located at the exact vertical line of the last third of the view. Okay. So that's what I expected of you with all the B rolls and A rolls. Okay. Now this is the recipe. The step that you need to do to edit the video. Okay. First, you prune the A roll. What does prune mean? Prune means you cut. You do the cutting of your video. Okay. Only take the parts where he or she talk about these three things. Okay. Who they are, what they do, why they are doing what they are doing, what are they trying to solve, and also finally the hope for the future. What's next? What's next for this research? That three parts, because that should cover the 5 minutes that I asked of you. Next is arrange that nicely, not just the video but also the B-rolls. Arrange it, which part to go, which part to show, and so on. Okay, and then add the B-rolls, like I said, and then add the assets. Okay, assets means background music. Put some nice background music at the back, very low, so that we can hear what the lecturer is talking about. And also add the beginning and the ending scene. Okay, opening and the ending scene. Okay, and don't forget to add that little graphic design element, which is to show the name, the name and the title of the person. Okay, that's it. And oh yeah, that's it. All right. So for your reference, in task number 8, I've given you all the links. Where is it now? It's gone. Okay, it's here. Okay, task number 8. The video is here, but I didn't ask you to create a video. What I asked you to do is to write down the names of your group members, write the name of the researcher, write the reason why you choose him or her. I've looked at some of the list here. I know most of them, and this guy actually is a very popular candidate. Every semester, I got students interviewing him because his research is very interesting. Eh? He's doing some drama, movie kind of thing. So I don't know what he will talk about this semester, but I think it will be an interesting one. So Nisa, Dania, and Nur Yusra will be interviewing him. So all the best to you.
Thank you, doctor.
Make an appointment for him to talk at a nice time. Uh, have a not simple, but have a pleasant conversation. But for the final interview, make sure you cut it so that you only have these three things. Okay, I don't need to listen to your whole conversation. I just want to hear to these three parts. Okay. Yong Su Mei. I've heard of her name, but I didn't know her as a person. But I think she's a good candidate. 9 national awards, 7 national award. Wow. Okay, that's good. So talk to her about this, and also perhaps whatever you want to talk to her about. Uh, wow, dyscalculia module. Okay, okay. Maybe you can talk about dyscalculia. Why not? Okay, Dr. Rose Fatiha. In I don't know whether you heard this or not, but I some years back, our researchers are part of the team that discovers uh, a dinosaur's teeth, tooth in the forest of Pahang, I think. I can't remember where. And Dr. Rose Fatiha is one of the researchers that uh, do the finding as the discovery. In fact, I personally interviewed her for another project. I went to her research site in Perlis a long time ago. I went with my team. I interviewed her in an actual cave. Okay, so it was an exciting experience. But yeah, so she's a very good candidate, very shy lecturer, but her work is very, very good. Okay. Marini, I don't know about Marini, but currently she's the head. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Perhaps you can talk about her work and also anything you want to know about geography. Okay. Geography or geology? Geography. Okay. Geography. Same one. Rosfatia. Amalina Azmi. Okay. Amalina, I knew Amalina. Uh, yeah, about elderly family member living in our home. Okay. That's good. I think for now, whatever you are proposing, they are all good. So for the rest of you, please submit your group name and the researcher that you want to interview. And I hope you have a good interview session with them. Make sure you find a nice time because now it's week 13. If you haven't recorded yet, then you might arrange it soon. And since I haven't had a class for the past 3 weeks. So if you want to extend the deadline, let me know. Okay, let me know in the group because I think it's my fault that the class has not been held. I also do not have the time to record a video. Uh, I have no issue if you want to extend the deadline. The deadline should be next week. But if you want extra time, let me know so that I can extend the date. But let me know what date you want it to be extended to. Okay. I don't want it to interfere with your studies. Okay. You have your final exam coming up. I don't want this video to interfere with your studies. So the deadline for the final video, final assignment is Sunday next week. But if you need extra time, let me know. Okay. Why is this here? Wait, let me see what else do we have now. Nope, there's nothing there. I think that's it for me to share with you. So yeah. Okay, one more thing here. Okay. I need to share this with you because you might ask that can we use other photos? Eh? Stock photos or templates. I think a lot of you have heard of CapCut. CapCut and other platform provide a lot of templates for you to use. Even Canva have templates for you to use. The answer is yes, if it's a no copyright template. Okay. And also when it comes to stock photos, okay, let me share with you what I meant by stock photos. Some websites like Excel, they have no, not like easy Excel. Okay. This kind of website, you have to sign in. It's free, but some of it is not free. What I meant is free is that you can find photos, you can find videos. Okay, let's say you want to find video of sunrise. Okay, I'll give you a simple example. You just type in the keyword. There, here, you will have videos of sunrise that you can use. Okay, some of it is free, some of it is not. Look at this one. Let's look at this one. It's only 14 seconds. It's a video of a sunrise. I don't know where. But if you want to use it, you can go to this website and download it. You see, free download. Download it here. Only if you are allowed to do so. Because some website are by subscription. Some website only have nice video when you are in pro version. But if you find anywhere that you can use video or photos, you can download it from this kind of website. For photos, my favorite is unsplash.com. Okay, this website for photos. I like to find silhouette photos during sunset, for example. Yeah, so you can find this kind of photos for you to use. Of course, with this kind of sign, most probably it's not free, so you can use the license tab here. Only find the free stuff. Okay, and you can use them. These are all the free stuff. All right, so for your video, you can use these resources, whether it's video or photo, but make sure that it's not copyrighted. Okay, same goes with templates. uh, if you go to Canva, there are so many templates. This is my video. Why am I okay? Look at here. Interview video. I think there are templates already. Why is it not? Oh, templates. No wonder. See? So if you look at these templates, there are ones with names already. Look, but this one is a pro version. Okay, so you can't use it. But of course, you can look at how it's arranged, and you can recreate that in your video. Okay, that's what I meant. This one is free. Look, you can even create a new kind of template. Okay, so you can use this template if you want. If it's free, if it's not, then you will have a watermark on it, which is not nice lah. Oh yeah, on another note, I think I mentioned here that I want you to create thumbnails. Okay, what are thumbnails? Before I end my class today, sorry, where was I? Here. Okay, I want you to create thumbnails. What are thumbnails? Okay, more specifically, YouTube thumbnails. Okay, so let's go to YouTube and see what do I mean by thumbnail. These are all the videos that I watch. Wait, some are funny videos, some are my kids watch the video. Okay, okay, TEDx talks lah, senang. TEDx. Okay, these are all the thumbnails. Okay, what you see here on the small things, what you see on the page before you click on it. Okay, so these are all thumbnails. The one that you see here, this is all thumbnails. These are all thumbnails. I want you to create thumbnails for your video, because thumbnails actually can attract people to watch your video. Okay, these images that you see, before you click on it. Okay, maybe look at my channel and see, it's easier to see. Okay, so all these little things are all thumbnails. Okay, I want you to create a thumbnail for your video. The example you can see here: title, photo, title, photo, title, photo at the back. Now this is a bit special. There's an outline of the word there, and that's why it's a pro version. It's an expensive one. Otherwise, a free one will look like this. Yes, title and photo at the back. All right. So yeah, this is a good free one, but you need to create this thumbnail. Okay. So make sure you create a thumbnail for your video. Japan vlog. This is nice. Solo camping. This is nice. Some of the thumbnail is quite good. You can use it. Even the pro version, if you happen to like something, but you see that alamak pro version lah, but actually you can recreate the style.
Hello,
Just screenshot. Yeah.
aku tengah ada ni, tengah ada kelas online kat TIP tapi tak turun.
Hmm.
Macam apa?
You cakap lah.
Apa nak cakap? Tak adalah ni sangat. Boleh je nak sembang. Sebab dah habis
Boleh
lah.
nak sembang, tapi sulah. Bukan kat sini.
Sorry,
Let's meet here.
you forgot to
Sorry,
focus
sorry,
your mic.
But anyway, it happens with technology. Okay. So anyway, so this is another one that I asked you to do, which is the thumbnail for the video. Okay. So yeah, that's it. I think let's finish with this screen so that you can be reminded of what you need to do. A roll is the actual interview video. B rolls are additional video about surrounding of the interview. Maybe the video of the lecturer walking into the room or something like that. Around the lab, something like that. Opening and ending scenes. Opening is about the title and what is the research about, perhaps. And the ending is simply about this video is produced for GBK0050, for example, something like that. No ending scene about thank you for watching. That's not a very professional interview video. Okay, and I also expect you to have some sort of graphics. The minimum is about the name and the title of the lecturer, and also questions, interview question, so that you can divide the video into 3 parts. Music, there is background music. I expect you to put in some background music, because without background music, your video will be a bit quiet, quiet. If you don't believe me, try to edit your video with music and edit it without music. You will see the difference, okay? You need to have music. Otherwise, it's a bit awkward, a bit weird. Okay, I show this screenshot because this is an actual folder in my computer. Okay, what I do here is that I compile everything in one folder. Okay, so that when it comes to editing, you have everything in one folder. You just upload it or you just drag it and then you can combine it, put it at the top, at the bottom, and so on. Okay. You might ask what video am I talking about? It's actually about my work in developing this thermometer, digital thermometer, which I developed in 2020 during the COVID, during the actual COVID. So I hold a not patent, but I hold a copyright for the design of this digital thermometer, IoT powered digital thermometer, where it can record the data for your temperature, and then it can be used. The feature is not there yet, but it can be used to be used in an AI to predict the prevalence of body temperature in the area. Okay, so that was my work in 2020 during the COVID. Interesting times we live in. All right, so I think that's all from me for this week. I know I haven't been around for long, but there's always a reason for that. So I look forward to your video. If you have problems in getting a lecturer or recording your video, let me know. See if I can help you out. Okay. And as of now, no one is contacted me. So that means no one wants to talk to me about my research, which is fine. But if you want me to talk in your video, do let me know early, because nowadays I'm a bit busy with handling 3 jobs at the same time. I'm a lecturer, I'm a principal, and now I'm also the director of Press. So I'm a bit full every day. But if you can catch me, yes, I can be interviewed for a few minutes. Okay. So with that, I would like to end my class today. Thank you for your time, and hope to see you next week for me to wrap everything up. Okay. Thank you and have a good weekend. Bye bye.
Doctor,
Yes,
uh,
Nisa.
s- sorry, can I ask if we would know the marks for assignment 2 this week or
Yeah. I will
later?
put it up sometime today or tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you.
But like I said, don't worry if you got D or not A, whatever it is, because the difference is only 1 or 2 marks. Okay. It's only 20 marks. So it's not that much different. You understand or not? Okay. So even if you got B, don't worry. Okay. You can get more points for the final exam, for the final assignment. Okay. What is the mark for your final assignment? Cannot remember. All right. So that's all from me. Thank you again for your time. I hope to see you next week. 2020 40. Yeah, 40. That's a lot in 40. Okay. Doctor, so sorry for asking. Yes. What is the question? I didn't catch the question. Where is the chat? Chat. Okay. Can we write it in Bahasa Melayu? Yes, you can. But you use AI, what? AI is better in English, not VM. But yes, the answer is yes, you can. For task number 10, yes. No Rashida. All right, any question? If not, you can always reach me on WhatsApp or, yeah, easier on WhatsApp. Yes, Yunchi, yes.
May I ask about the due date? If I ask to extend to 31 January, is that okay?
What date?
31 or January.
31st, okay.
No, so just ask first. I just ask first because I think I will take some time to make the great video.
Okay lah. I make a decision now. Let's extend this to 31st January. Okay?
Sorry, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Doctor, can we do it
Hmm.
to 1st February?
Huh?
1st
1st February?
February. It's 1 week from 25th January.
No, 31st. 3-1. 3-1 January. I'm giving you 3-1 January. 31st. 31st January. First February is a public holiday too, yeah. All right, 31st January. 31st January. 31st here. 31st January. On Sunday. All right. Okay, if there's
Yes.
no more question, then that's all from me. Thank you. So why my face is not moving? Okay, okay, it's moved. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you, and have a good weekend ahead. Until 31st, okay, I will edit the deadline in the spectrum. Okay, bye bye. I will end the
Thank you. Thank you,
recording
sir.
now.
Thank you,
Doctor.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Doctor.
doctor.
Thank you,
Thank you,
doctor.
Doctor.
Stop recording.